to sing. Funny story. He was singing for Girish in the Chronicles. Uji Girish bar walked. Ule very best vocalist.
Why Gingerfeet?
You've got Gingerfeet, right? And thanks. And then Loco was like, "Oh, that's a damn good name for a band."
He taught me how to play the guitar. School diary, ma. This is third line. String choreo. 1, 2, 3 choreo on the first finger. Yeah.
Linkin Park was like one of my favorites. In fact, like if you don't mind me saying, you have the mic Shinoda.
Oh yeah, so everybody says that.
Yeah, I get that one.
Yeah.
First one, band second boy.
Oh,
That we ran in different directions because stage body no.
Let's talk about Pinetree Festival. How did this idea come to you?
No go bhai jhagda huncha. यहाँ त झगडै मात्रै हुन्छ.
अन्त सो Pinetree को त्यति बेला सक्सेस चाहिँ मेजरली गोज टु बिपुल दा हैन उहाँले नै यत्रो क्राउड गार्नर गर्नुभयो.
Which was the most difficult time?
This one. Okay. This year, yeah. This year we got hit by the nature's news. Going through that decision, making that decision was very tough for us this time. And I think we lost out on all the artists that we had booked also, and 2 major headliners.
Can we still be hopeful?
Right now is the toughest time for us.
Welcome to episode 9 of the Dialogue Diaries, where the stories of the Northeast find their voice. Today, we're joined by 2 incredible visionaries of the hills, Mr. Abhishek Gurung and Mr. Dibya Raj Mukha. From childhood friends to band members and founders of the iconic Pinetree Festival. Make sure you watch till the end to find out how Pinetree Festival started, the spark that inspired it, and the heartbeat that keeps it alive year after year. Special shout out to our venue partner Berlin Cafe for providing the perfect space to bring these stories to life.
So, thank you so much, Da. Thank you so much for giving your time and coming all the way to Siliguri. And welcome to our show.
Thanks for the invite.
And how are you doing? I hope you all are good.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Yeah.
Can't complain actually. I hope you're doing well as well.
Yeah, even I'm fine. And I think you've traveled from Kurseong also today, you know?
Yep.
So,
Just arrived.
So, bato अहिले ठिकै छ?
बाटो चाहिँ त्यो रोहिनीको चाहिँ उयो छ, बनिँदैछ. So I've heard it's going to take another 2-3 months or so होला हो.
Oh, okay.
So there's another detour सानोडे गाउँ भएर. So गौरी शङ्कर भन्ने गाउँ भएर त्यहाँबाट छिरेर निस्किँदो रहेछ तल्लो गोलाइमा.
Because, after the recent floods and all,
Yes.
you had havoc and hearts go out to the all the people whom it affected. But yeah, I hope things get better.
I just hope
it
so,
is
yeah.
getting better.
It is getting better. Yeah. So, how are you, Da? What is coming up, and how are things in your life? How is everything right now?
Everything seems to be fine. अहिले चलिरहेको छ सबैजना सबै कुरा है. It's just that if we are to talk about Pinetree Festival, हाम्रो festival, recently, just like you said, because of the landslip, हामीले पनि postpone गर्यौं event, and because it didn't feel ethically right to continue on with the festivities, so हामीले postpone चाहिँ गर्यौं, and we're still preparing for that. And अहिले त्यही discussions चल्दैछ. हाम्रो meeting भएको छ टिम र अर्को पार्टनरसँग. The meeting भइरहेको छ, but still we haven't been able to land on a specific date. I'm strictly talking about Pinetree Festival right now.
Yeah.
And then त्यो छ, and the general life ma ta it's all fine. I'm occupied with my business. सानो मेरो cafe homestay छ माथि Lemos भन्ने चिम्नीमा. Otherwise, and plus we have a band called Gingerfeet. We both play in a band.
So, first of all, many congratulations to you with the new release.
Thank you.
Gingerfeet. I heard the song, and so, what are your hopes with the new release?
I think हाम्रो नयाँ गीतले चाहिँ, because we have been dormant for quite a while, अब यो नयाँ गीतले चाहिँ हामीलाई अझै पुश गर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ. अलिकति माइलेज दिन्छ होला. And also हामीले नयाँ ड्रमर जोइन गर्नुभएको छ हाम्रो ब्यान्डमा, because हाम्रो previous drummer जो original member थियो, ऊ चाहिँ he is busy with his work. He is based out of Hyderabad अहिले. सो द्याट्स वाइ उसले अलिक टाइम दिनु नपाएको खण्डमा चाहिँ उसले नै अब यो भाइ जो हाम्रो अहिले ड्रमर छ उहाँले चाहिँ हाम्रो ड्रमरलाई पुरा फिल इन गरिरहेको थियो क्या सो फाइनली अहिले चाहिँ हि इज द पर्मनेन्ट मेम्बर एन्ड उहाँलाई इन्ट्रोड्युस गर्नु जस्तो पनि भएको थियो क्या यो सङ चाहिँ सो अब
So
चाहिँ
we'll be playing it for the first time. So
live
live.
मा
So,
So, how difficult it is to get in a new member in the band when you already have a.
This was, I think, Thubden was a very smooth
Oh,
transition.
yeah.
Okay, किनभने उसले चाहिँ पहिलादेखि नै हामीसँग सेसन बजाएको थियो क्या So he used to fill in for Abhinandan whenever Abhinandan नभ्याउँदा चाहिँ So he's played quite a lot of shows with us. So it was pretty easy for him.
Yeah.
अनि त्यहाँबाट त्यो उसलाई अफिसियल बनाउनु पर्यो अन्डर प्लस फ्रम हाम्रो पहिलाको ड्रमर अभिनन्दनले पनि he was like, yeah, get him over. किनभने म बिजी हुन्छु So we were like, yeah, तुम त्यस त कहाँ गयो
And from what I know, you are schoolmates, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Since childhood. Yeah.
since childhood, how long has it been?
I think Abhishek was a batch before me.
Yeah.
सानो nursery school
नर्सरीमा या
So nursery 1 and 2 मा चाहिँ ऊ मेरो सिनियर थियो
Okay.
तर हामी जब when we joined Gothals त्यति बेला चाहिँ हामी सँगै भयो
सँगै भयो।
So class 3 देखि we are friends.
Okay.
त्यसमा अगाडि पनि we used to know each other.
Yeah.
So it's a very long.
Very, very
Oh,
long
yes,
relationship.
एकदमै।
Yeah.
So हामी पनि स्कुलमा हुँदा we have that imagination of becoming a rock star if you're in music, get the opportunity to stand up on a stage. Even we used to perform when we were on stage in school, But then once you complete your school, once you're out of the school, then that image kind of fades.
But,
You're
it
no
does,
longer
yes.
in touch with the music because of work, it takes over. But how have you managed to still be in touch and then finally get Gingerfeet happening and then continue with that for so long?
आई थिङ्क हामी अलिकति ज्यादा हेड स्ट्रङ पनि भएर होला अलिकति फुल हार्डी पनि छौँ हामी कतिवटा कुरामा आई थिङ्क इट्स रिक्वायर्ड जस्तो लाग्छ क्या कतिवटा कुरा ज्यादा इभ्यालुएट पनि गर्नु हुँदैन जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई बिकज इट काइन्ड अफ ह्याम्पल्स अ प्यासन इफ यु स्टार्ट इभ्यालुएटिङ अ लट जस्तो लाग्छ हामी सानोदेखि नै है
we were bandmates in school. We had a school band.
Oh.
So we were school bandmates पनि थियो and then the thing went on and then we passed out of school. He went to a different school. I went to a different school. Eventually we met up in this college. And the college was like, bro, you should come to this college so that we can have the band. So we can do the band there. And he came. I had a so we were flatmates. Right? We were flatmates on the Tara. Let's do the band.
Cool mate, flatmates, bandmates. Yeah. So that's great. We should cherish relations like this. Because, in times when
100%.
relationships are very dicey nowadays, you have such a great relation. So congratulations.
Thanks.
And the band that you had in school, was that also with the same name, Gingerfeet?
No. It was called Epsilon.
Epsilon.
Epsilon. So we had a couple of friends, schoolmates. One's in Canada right now. He's corporate working.
Okay.
So he used to sing.
Yeah.
Abhishek used to sing and play the guitar. Oh. So he was a guitar player before, a lead guitar player. I used to play rhythm guitar and drummer. So two other guys were from Himali boarding school. So he's one of the guy was his cousin. To play the bass on the Akhil one. It's a drummer. So duita school Gothals and Himali So we had the band. So we used to jam out, rent a place, a room. Then we bought a cheap drum kit and we used to jam out music. Under there, our first gig was Baisakhi Mela.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Baisakhi Mela, we got a 20-minute slot or something. I had to play at the. We were. I think we were in class 8 or 9 back then.
Okay.
So that was the first gig we ever played together. Yeah.
Just now when you spoke about Baisakhi Mela, it suddenly, the picture came to my head. Have you seen this movie Rock On?
Oh, yes. Of course.
And how the first gig that they do is in some Garba night because they need to get on the stage and gain some experience. It just hit me.
I think every band, at least from our region, starts very similar. क्या त्यसरी नै गर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ किनभने पहिला त त्यो मेजर रक कन्सर्ट भन्ने त धेरै हुँदैन थियो So whatever stage you get, and chora bajau. I mean, त्यही हो क्या अब
So Boisak Mela was one, and there was this other venue called GDNS Hall. Oh, GDNS Hall. But I mean, when we were kids, Mantra and Reincarnation used to come and play shows. I mean, free much too.
So then, how did Gingerfeet happen then?
Gingerfeet. Gingerfeet को त लामो स्टोरी छ अरे. So अलिकति एउटा कन्डेन्स गरेर भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ we were all in different bands. सबैजना हामी 5 जना. इनफ्याक्ट म र ड्रमर अभिनन्दन चाहिँ हामी एउटा ब्यान्डमा थियौँ, Cynical Recess भन्ने. He was in a band called, he still is in a band called Damage Era. It's a metal band. अन्त वेदान्तको आफ्नै ब्यान्ड थियो, थर्ड आई भन्ने. लोकेश was playing with many different bands. So हामी चाहिँ सबै कमन फ्रेन्ड्स भयो क्या. So I studied with him सानोदेखि नै. इनफ्याक्ट स्टडी भन्दा पनि अगाडि चाहिँ हामी लाइक सानोदेखिको अब लङ्गोटिया भन्छ नि त्यो हो है. अन्त वेदान्तलाई चाहिँ I met him in school +2 गर्दा St. Joseph's NP.
And he used to talk about Vedant. There's this really cool guitar player. FB Shredder दामी बजाउँछ पर भन्थ्यो क्या. अन्त त्यहाँबाट हामी क्यालकाटामा हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ I said, let's have him as the guitar player. अन्त ऊ चाहिँ आइरहन्थ्यो क्यालकाटा to visit. And he was studying in SMIT. So छुट्टीहरूमा आउँथ्यो just to live with us. अन्त त्यहाँबाट ज्याम गर्थ्यो. अन्त लोकोमा आउनु थाल्यो. I think we met him.
Then
I met him NERM, right?
No, Northeast Rockers or something.
Northeast Rockers माथि सिक्किममा. So अन्त्यपछि चाहिँ हामी I think Hornbill गएको थियो.
Yeah.
So Hornbill जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ he was actually singing. Funny story. He was singing for Girish in the Chronicles. ऊ चाहिँ Girish भएर गएको थियो.
Yeah, no. So this is a different story. We can talk about it again.
So he Girish दार नभएर चाहिँ ऊ Girish भएर गएको थियो. Okay. अन्त त्यहाँबाट Loco was playing the bass. Okay. त्यहाँबाट अर्को सुरज चाहिँ योगेश चाहिँ गिटार बजाउँछ थियो. And Navin that was the drummer.
Yeah.
अन्त त्यो सोमा गएँ. अनि म चाहिँ I was in a different bandसँग म चाहिँ त्यतिकै सेसन बजाउनु गएको थिएँ होइन. एउटा ब्यान्ड Dissected Souls भन्ने मेटल ब्यान्ड. सो त्यति बेला चाहिँ के हो यिनीहरूले गएर पर्फर्म गर्यो. उसले फेरि बेस्ट भोकलिस्ट पनि जित्यो. त्यहाँबाट while returning I think on the way back त्यो ट्रेन जर्नीमा चाहिँ these guys were like let's हामी एउटा ब्यान्ड गरौँ ल भन्ने खालको भयो नि त. सो हिम मी एन्ड रोको त्यो ट्रेनमा कुरा गर्दै आयो क्या. अनि म क्यालकाटा आउँछु भन्ने रोकोले. हामी चाहिँ क्यालकाटै पढ्दै थियो त्यति बेला. सो म क्यालकाटा आउँछु अन्त लेट्स त्यो पछि डिसाइड गरौँ खालको भयो. एन्ड देन इट केम द ब्यान्ड.
त्यसरी चाहिँ ब्यान्ड डल्लै फर्म भयो क्या.
And why Gingerfeet? I mean,
लोकोले त
खास चाहिँ हाँसउठ्दो कुरा चाहिँ के भयो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ मेरो अर्को ब्यान्ड जुन चाहिँ भने नि अगाडि सिनिकल रिसेस भन्ने. सो हामी चाहिँ एउटा कम्पिटिसनमा गएको थियो नि क्या त्यो नर्थ इस्ट रकर्स चाहिँ भन्ने. सो त्यति बेला चाहिँ लोको र वेदान्त फर्स्ट टाइम भेटेँ क्या उनीहरू. अन्त हामी त्यतिकै ज्याम गर्दै थियौँ होइन. अन्त त्यो गर्दै गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब हाम्रो म्यानेजर हुनुहुन्थ्यो एकजना दिदी, नाम भन्दिनँ. उहाँको चाहिँ खुट्टा हेर्दै लोको हाँस्दै थियो नि त. इज वान फनी गाई होइन. लोको हाँसउठ्दो छ क्या, जली छ मान्छे होइन. अन्त उसले चाहिँ भन्दै थियो नि त यस्तो खुट्टा रहेछ क्या. अन्त त्यतिले पनि के भने त्यही लोकोले नै क्या यु गट Gingerfeet भन्यो नि त कि. त्यहाँदेखि चाहिँ देन लोको वाज लाइक ओ द्याट्स अ गुड ड्याम गुड नेम फर अ ब्यान्ड. आफै उसले नै राखेको नाम हो त्यो चाहिँ Gingerfeet.
it's very catchy. It's very
It can mean many different things as well. अहिले चाहिँ अब if we look at it अलिकति अर्कै साइडबाट हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ all 5 of us have different अब influences, musical influences as well. अन्त त्यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ yes, all 5 of us are not equal musically. अर्कै आफ्नो जनरमा आफ्नै मास्टर्स छ भनौँ न होइन. सो त्यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलिकति अदुवा जस्तै छ क्या, नमिलेको खालके तर टक्क आइपुग्छ
मिलेको. Very much necessary.
Yeah.
So you तपाईँको जस्तो when you said you spoke about how you gained your experiences and how you all met when you were in schools and in college, but of course when we are young we kind of look up to musicians, and if you're into music, and just like how you said that your influences are very different.
Yeah.
So if you like if you had to name that how you got influenced or how you got into music per se, then who would they be, or which band would it be?
Yeah. You want to start? Bano, तिम्रो त्यही म भन्छु.
This story is very cool. So how it started was for me was for कस्तो भयो भन्दा चाहिँ मेरो दिदी थियो मेरो दिदी छ अन्त उसकोमा चाहिँ गन्स एन्ड रोजेसको उयो थियो Use the Illusion 1 र 2 को cassette थियो उसकोमा so that time cassette हुन्थ्यो अन्त मैले त्यो सुने then I was a big fan of Guns N' Roses भयो क्या त्यो पछि चाहिँ के भयो अन्त दिदीले यताउता उयो ब्रान्ड ड्याम्सहरू के जातिहरू सुन्नु थाल्यो होइन त्यहाँबाट पछि चाहिँ के भयो भन्दा आई थिङ्क यो इन क्लास 3 or समथिङ अनि त्यति बेला चाहिँ माथि चाहिँ हाम्रोमा एउटा केबल टिभी थियो सो आई थिङ्क उसको र मेरोमा मात्रै थियो केबल टिभी उसको ड्याडले स्टार्ट गरेको थियो है सो Kurseong च्यानल थियो होइन अनि त्यसमा चाहिँ एमटिभी साउथ इस्ट एसिया भन्ने आउँछ ओके सो त्यसमा चाहिँ अन्त वी स्टार्टेड सिइङ ब्यान्ड्स लाइक सम 41 बिओडी एभ्रिल लभिनहरू भर्खर निस्किँदै थियो क्या उनीहरू अन्त त्यो ब्यान्ड्सहरू चाहिँ हामी हेर्दा चाहिँ युज टु कम टु स्कुल एन्ड डिस्कस क्या ओ माम्स तिमीले हेऱ्यौ त्यो भिडियो म्युजिक भिडियो हेऱ्यो दामी है अन्त सो त्यो थियो है
त्यो एमटिभी इन्डियामा आउनु अगाडि नै उता रिलिज हुँदो रहेछ क्या त्यति बेला चाहिँ अब हुन्छ नि
सो एमटिभी इन्डियामा चाहिँ आएको थिएन त्योहरू सो हामीले चाहिँ त्योहरू देख्यो क्या अन्त दामी म्युजिक सो ब्यान्डहरू यस्तो पनि हुँदो रहेछ भनेर देख्न थाल्यो क्या अन्त त्यहाँबाट हामी दुईजना चाहिँ क्यासेटहरू सेयर गर्थ्यो अन्त के किन्थ्यो होइन ममलाई बजारमा लगेर यो क्यासेट किनिदिनुहोस् न भन्थ्यो सो उसले उयो पनि किनेको थियो आई रिमेम्बर हाइब्रिड थियो निस्केको सो हि ह्याड द क्यासेट होइन अनि यो सुन न भनेर उसले मलाई दियो क्या अन्त त्यो सुन्यो त्यो पछि लेटर अन एभिनेसेन्सको त्यो अत्र ठुलो खालको प्याक आएको थियो क्या त्यो त्यहाँबाट वी स्टार्टेड गेटिङ इन्टु दिस न्यू मेटल क्या त्यो न्यू एज रक त्यति बेलाको अन्त त्यति ओल्ड स्कुलहरू चाहिँ हामीले सुन्नु पाएको थिएन अब उसले सुन्थ्यो ओल्ड स्कुल दिस ब्यान्ड वाइट स्नेक वाइट लाइन यस्तो दामी छ भन्थ्यो क्या अनि म चाहिँ अब वाजन्ट टु मच द्याट तर हामी निर्वाणाहरू है निर्वाणा कलेक्टिभ सोलहरू क्या हाम्रो साथी थियो अझ एकजना की फिगर वाज अनिल राई अनिल भन्ने so school was basically our get together spot and then talk about music yeah or try to play music he taught me how to play the guitar school diary ma this is third line posting korera 1 2 3 korera on the first finger yeah gardega
been there done that
yeah I think you've done that too
yeah the topic is
मेरो चाहिँ खास चाहिँ मेरो म सानो हुँदा चाहिँ मेरो छेमा चाहिँ गस्पेल सिङ्गर हुनुहुन्छ नि त कि अन्त कालिम्पोङको अनि गस्पेल कतिवटा गीतहरू सुने क्या सो त्यो थियो एउटा इन्फ्लुएन्स अन्त त्यही म सानो क्लास 3-4हरू पढ्दाखेरि मेरो दादाहरू अहिले मेरो दादा हामी सँगै बस्थ्यौँ मेरो फुपूको छोरा है उहाँले चाहिँ मलाई पुरा फर्स्ट इङ्ग्लिस ब्यान्ड सुनेको चाहिँ मैले चाहिँ माइकल लर्न्स टु रक हो एमएलटिआर है सो एमएलटिआर पछि दादाले मलाई मिस्टर बिग सुनायो मिस्टर बिग पछि मेटालिका त्यसपछि प्यान्टेरा ग्रेजुअली क्या यो पचाउन सक्छ यसले त्यसपछि यो पचाउन सक्छ भन्दै क्या बट देन बिचमा फेरि एउटा फेज थियो मेरो वेन आई वाज हेभिली इन्टु पप म्युजिक
ओके
मलाई पुरा मन पर्थ्यो पप म्युजिक आई स्टिल एम अ कनसर अफ पप म्युजिक होइन पुरा मनपर्छ एकदमै मेलोडिज हार्मोनिज पुरा मनपर्छ त्यसपछि फेरि त्यो हल्का रेबल एजमा पुगेपछि रक म्युजिक इज वाट स्पोक टु मी द मोस्ट अन्त द्याट इज वेन आई फाउन्ड माई निच एज
रक म्युजिक
रक म्युजिसियन म चाहिँ होइन रक म्युजिकै गर्छु भन्ने खालको भयो
आई थिङ्क इभन Gingerfeet plays
alternative yeah you can call this alternative yes
so just like you mentioned hybrid theory and so back in the day my dad's actually from Shillong so Shillong was very heavy on
full on yes
you know music and this so and my elder brother he was a lot into punk rock
oh nice
and Dibya punk rock was huge in Shillong so when you said you know Sum 41 and even though Guns N' Roses is not punk rock but then still used to listen to them and Linkin Park was like one of my favorite
oh yes
Chester Bennington I love that guy and in fact like if you don't mind me saying you have the Mike Shinoda
oh yes so everybody says that
yes I get that a lot
you look like Mike Shinoda which is a like great thing I mean I love the guy I really love it
now you should start rapping in Gingerfeet
through the flannel shirt the hat the same beard. I mean, त्यो time ko I mean like
Common interest of just
so school used to always be fun because of music, because of Dibya, you would get to meet with friends. Because I mean, either you have a brother at your house with whom you can jam, or school may you make brothers like how you guys are. So, but like talking about getting it into reality, so once you formed the band, once everything started happening for real, what was your highest point that you felt like? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be that, सबैको आफ्नो आफ्नो हुन्छ. Their aspirations are different. The perceptions to things are different. So if I would ask each one of you, कि तपाईँको लागि the highest point in your life as a band, what would it be?
I think the first gig that I played with Gingerfeet, I joined later. मेरो अगाडि चाहिँ एउटा keyboard player थियो क्या Gingerfeetमा. So Gingerfeet was there, and we were flatmates on they decided to have me over to do guitars.
तर त्यो proper form चाहिँ भएको थिएन Gingerfeet.
They were playing a couple of college gigs and stuff. Okay. So on the I came in, this guy invited me. And there we started practicing for Hornbill Festival. So that time the competition used to happen on the Hornbill Nagaland. So we jammed out, I think, for a week or so.
Yeah.
Right?
And
in a week we wrote like I think 6 songs.
6 songs, yes.
But those songs were already, we used to jam to घरमै. Okay. So त्यो jam गरिसकेर then we left for Hornbill. अन्त Hornbill खेल्यो pretty wild थियो हामी त्यति बेला हैन. So instead the more focus on fun than playing. So we played our set 20-minute set first on the we were I think we reached there and we picked a slot first band पाए क्या हामीले. So it was like a preliminary round, first month. That first one, ठिक छ बजायो. Then we waited for the results on the third हामी finals पुग्यो. Finals पुगेर तर loco was kind of sick, so we picked the last slot. त्यति बेला तर त्यो बजाइसकेर चाहिँ the results started to happen. And we already had decided हाम्रो पनि judgment थियो. अन्त हामीले चाहिँ यो ब्यान्डले जित्छ, यो ब्यान्ड फर्स्ट सेकेन्ड थर्ड भनेको थियो. तर अनाउन्स हुन थालेपछि फर्स्ट हुने ब्यान्ड सेकेन्ड भयो क्या. अन्त we were like ला को हुन्छ फर्स्ट चाहिँ को त्यसो भयो होइन
आफू हुन्छ
हामी चाहिँ सोचेको थिएन अब होइन हामी हुन्छ त्यहाँबाट ला फर्स्ट को हुन्छ यो ब्यान्ड त सेकेन्ड भयो त क्या दामी ब्यान्ड थियो भन्नु. त्यहाँबाट रिजल्ट अनाउन्स भएर चाहिँ भयो Gingerfeet अनाउन्स भयो क्या. अन्त हामी चाहिँ we were like shocked at that. That we ran in different direction because सबैलाई स्टेजपट्टि नगएर चाहिँ वा गरेर को कता कुदेको त्यहाँबाट सबै थुपारिरहेको. So I think that was the best that I've had so far there. Because we had long hair and stuff. Yeah. Proper rock. Yeah, I think it kicked off after that. We got noticed by a couple of places. Then we went for a hard rock tours. So we used to decide like, let's not just try to stick in the Northeast, to play shows. We have to take over mainland India. Yes. So presence felt in Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, scene ma pani हामी उयो गर्नुपर्छ, बुझ्दै गर्नुपर्छ. So I think Boomerang was a big inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Boomerang भन्ने band
मिजोरामको.
So they used to play all these great Indian rock. So I went that direction मा जाउँ. यो India पट्टि खेलौँ. So we started doing that. I think Hornbill was my best moment.
I think it's because of the timing also, because you were not expecting it. It happened with all your friends. I mean, like, I can imagine at that point of time. I mean, we got excited when we won Bosco Fest when we were in school. And it was a big thing for us. Even we didn't imagine at that point of time. But so I can only imagine what you must have felt when you won, or Hornbill. Yes. So that's like great. Topic lagi.
मेरो त्यो डेफिनेटली त्यो पनि हो है. तर त्योभन्दा ज्यादा चाहिँ मलाई एकदमै खुसी र हाई भएको चाहिँ त्यो जुन चाहिँ हाई भेटेँ नि मैले, त्यो चाहिँ आई थिङ्क मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्छ भने मेरोमा चाहिँ जब हामीले फर्स्ट एल्बम रिलिज गऱ्यौँ आफ्टर हर्नबिल, त्यो चाहिँ मेरो लाइफको मेरो इनफ्याक्ट फर्स्ट एल्बम हो होइन. सो ब्याक इन द डे एल्बम रिलिज गर्नु भनेको एकदमै ठुलो माइलस्टोन अचिभ गरेको जस्तै थियो क्या सो अब नभए त सिङ्गल्स अहिले पनि सिङ्गल्स मात्रै हो सो त्यो एल्बम रिलिज गर्दा जुन चाहिँ मैले आइ भेटेको थिएँ नि आई थिङ्क द्याट टप्स इट अल मलाई चाहिँ त्यही नै एकदमै हो लाग्छ क्या
The releasing of the album was an album is a big thing. I mean, like I can cannot imagine putting one song into being. Album त अब टाढै कुरा हो. So, but I have had the opportunity to host people like Mr. Anmol Gurung, highly decorated, and I really had a lovely.
Anmol is a common hangout with. He was friends with Anmol.
Anmol
has also been to our flat back in the day.
I was
I had
a lot of fun talking to him. Yeah. When I started this podcast, I just prayed that I could get Bipul Chettri was here because I mean the huge fan.
So are we एकदमै
Got the opportunity to talk to him as well. So what I learned in that conversation is every artist has their own way of writing songs.
Yeah,
their own way of how they express themselves. So Anmol Dai is a little storyteller, mazale opatisto, and then the words that they use is very different. You can like if you are a lot into music, you can understand that your artist could say isto reisa, ab lekhne tarika, the words they use. So what has been your way of putting a song together?
हाम्रो चाहिँ ट्रेडिसनल त भन्दैन त्यो अप्रोच कि तर हाउ वी मेक सङ्ग्स इट डिपेन्ड्स बट जेनरली हामी चाहिँ वी ज्याम फर्स्ट चाहिँ पस्छ हामी सबैजना ब्यान्ड पस्छौँ एन्ड देन दिज गाइज आई मिन उनीहरू सिधै ज्याम गर्नु थाल्छ क्या
Starts from a random tune.
Random note, random riff, सिधै स्टार्ट गर्छ क्या
And we have like multiple ways of doing it. I think one's a jam where somebody starts and then we catch the groove and then he hums on top of the tune. So once that, the other one is like Vedant or me or him or Loco comes up with a line on the riff idea or a melody idea. So we share it amongst each other. This is until we build on top of that. So you'll be more is my line also. So Vedantly orco line also. On the tower further. So we reach the bridge, they would say our song length. Yeah, that's it. And then we give it up to him. He writes on top of it something lyrical idea or share goes on.
So त्यही ज्याम गर्दा चाहिँ के हुन्छ त लिरिक्स चाहिँ अन द फ्लाइ चाहिँ लेख्न अलिक साह्रै पर्छ सो वाट आई डु इज आई राइट अ फ्यु वर्ड्स होइन एक दुईवटा वर्ड लेखिरहेको हुन्छु अर मेबी जस्ट अ फ्यु लाइन्स त्यो अचानक आउँछ नि क्या त्योहरू राख्छ एन्ड देन लास्टमा चाहिँ त्यसपछि सकिन्छ ज्याम एन्ड देन त्यो ज्याम गर्दा नै आई मेकअप माइन्ड होइन यहाँ चाहिँ यस्तो गर्छु अर इफ आई फिल द्याट इट्स नट गोइङ इन द राइट डिरेक्सन आई टेल देम होइन यसमा यस्तो गरौँ होइन अलिकति त्यसपछि मिल्छ होला भनेर देन चाहिँ त्यो गरिसकेर देन यु गो ब्याक होम म लेख्छु त्यसपछि एन्ड देन आई कम अप विथ द लिरिक्स त्यसपछि आएर देन इट्स भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट फर अल द इन्टायर ब्यान्ड टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द सङ एज वेल मैले के लेखेको छु होइन सो देन आई सेयर इट अमङ्स्ट guys and everyone's like you omit this line change this line केटाहरूले भन्छ क्या this is not feeling right हामीलाई फिल भएको छैन यो लाइनमा अथवा use this word instead of this so त्यसरी चाहिँ त्यहाँ एडिटरको काम गर्छ क्या केटाहरू चाहिँ अब
so तपाईँहरूले आफै नै like all together you write the lyrics
एकदमै
but since you are creating the songs once you're the creator of something you kind of want to get it to that perfection before you put it out there because you know each and everything about that particular creation so you automatically you are very critical about it
oh yes very much
very critical about it because you know each and everything
small nuances small guitar tones are we redo it
you redo it so how do you decide that okay finally this is something that we can put out do you have a bad
mostly it's like we get sick of it okay they see edit boy
that's what I wanted to ask
we get sick of it, and then we're like, boy, this is the best that can be done. अब mix में पठाइदिए.
True answer.
Yeah, mix में पठाओ होइन.
Raw answer.
अब हामीले we did our shit. Now it's the mixing guys. So we get mostly we worked with Keshav Dal भन्ने छ कि he's from Sky Harbor. So he mixed our last 2 tracks, right?
Oh.
So it's up to him now. So it's his ears. He will do the tweaking and he'll send it to us. I
तर पनि हामी critical हुन्छ नि.
त्यही त हुन्छ नि because
we are critical. It took us like I think a year and a half to finish
The
circles.
Oh.
So we did like a proper amp Marshall JCM 800 900 mic गरेर record गरेर and we spent some money hiring them.
Live drums गरेर.
We hired a studio and we did that live drum गरेर. Last my guitar tone भएन भनेर we had to dump all that. That चाहिँ last my वेदनको घरमा with our own processors record गरेर. So यो चाहिँ चल्छ है हो त हार्ड भयो क्या.
That was a lovely answer, but एकदम raw, true answer. But you know, when we see artists, foreign artists, international artists, everyone at some point of time, when you look at their interviews, whenever interviewed, at some point of time they talk about this, you know, creative block, where they kind of go to some place to get ideas, think about it. I was watching this documentary where Benny Blanco, Ed Sheeran, they went into a ship, they went somewhere else. I mean, they go to bizarre places just to get inspiration and ideas. But creative block is सबैलाई हुन्छ होला.
Well, right now I'm going through a writer's block right now. So I look for inspiration. So I try to listen to artists that I like and which I've never heard also. I try to pull in inspiration and stuff from Esto Boris. And so after circles, I really want to come up with another riff idea or something. So right now, this is why like so.
So is that how you maneuver from the creative block? Is that the pathway that you take? I mean, seek inspiration from whatever you can see. I think everyone has a different way of dealing with it.
सबैको आफ्नो छ. म चाहिँ I just let it pass. I mean, I don't really work too hard. यो creative block भएपछि it's natural भन्ने हुन्छ मलाई. So it's like होइन यो एउटा phase हो. अन्त I'll have to accept that. अन्त तर एउटा positive उयो चाहिँ approach चाहिँ छ मेरो. In the sense that creative block जुन चाहिँ हुन्छ नि त्यो भएपछि जुन चाहिँ जब आफै खोलिन्छ नि त्यति बेला चाहिँ you are full of ideas क्या हुन्छ नि त्यसपछि आफै आको गर्छ. Then after a point again once the cup is full सक्यो क्या त्यसपछि यो सक्यो त्यो जब खाली हुन्छ त्यसपछि फेरि आउँछ. So त्यो ongoing process हो. So I just let it pass. मलाई चाहिँ त्यस्तै गर्छु. Maybe listen to our older tracks or maybe just like I said maybe listen to a new music, new style of music or maybe read a book or भाइले भनेको जस्तै go to some place where nobody bothers you. So I just let it pass. I don't stress over it too much.
Don't stress over it. But like you spoke about ideas, one of the great idea which has come to life from you guys is the Pinetree Festival.
Oh yes.
Right? And, I think that's the big thing. That's a huge thing because I can only imagine the effort, the constant mind blasting stress. Oh, I mean, you can't even put it into words because when we do normal events, I'm not talking about big music fests. I'm talking about a normal day-to-day organize garnu cha, sanity ke organize garnu cha bhanyo bhane lots and lots of problem that you face, let alone think about a full-fledged music festival. So let's talk about Pinetree Festival. How did this idea come to you? Why did it come to you? Was it just because ideas, the millions and millions come to your head. And there are again millions of people around you. So I don't know how many ideas come to people every day. But the main part is execution. So how did this idea come to reality?
खास चाहिँ त्यही भएको थियो क्या अब we as a band we त्यति बेला धेरै फेस्टिभल्सहरू बजायौँ क्या and then अब घर फर्किँदाखेरि त्यतिकै त्यही सोजहरू गरेको थिएन and he was like let's start our own festival भन्ने भने क्या अन्त it takes a lot of courage to even say that, हुन्छ नि
Exactly.
कसैले सोचेकै हुँदैन नि त त्यही पनि हाम्रो ठाउँमा त्यति बेला स्ट्रिक्टली म्युजिक फेस्टिभल कुनै पनि थिएन हो आइदर म्युजिक हुन्थ्यो अरू फेस्टिभल्स हुन्थ्यो तर म्युजिक चाहिँ ब्याक सिटमा हुन्थ्यो क्या जहिले पनि अन्त इज लाइक लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर ओन फेस्टिभल ब्रो हाम्रो दामी छ जग्गा होइन हाम्रो म्युजिसियन्स धेरै छ यहाँनिर एन्ड देन हामी साथीहरू बसिरहेको थियौँ एन्ड देन we jumped on the ship and jumped in on it and then we were like let's do it होइन ट्राई गरौँ के हुन्छ होइन उयो भन्ने भयो तर अफकोर्स त्यति बेला नगर भन्नेहरू पनि धेरै थियो एन्ड we were like chuck it bro हामी गर्दिउँ होइन and then we put in a small capital from our own pockets हामी 6 जना मिलेर त्यसपछि went ahead with the idea execute गर्नु is very important अनि हाम्रो फर्स्ट हेडलाइनर चाहिँ अघि भाइसँग कुरा गरौँ बिपुल दा एन्ड अगेन आई थिङ्क बिपुल दा त्यति बेला यता यो हाम्रो रिजनमा फर्स्ट टाइमै बजाउनु भएको थियो होला एज फार एज आई रिमेम्बर अन्त सो पाइन्ट्रीको त्यति बेला सक्सेस चाहिँ मेजरली गोज टु बिपुल दा होइन उहाँले नै यत्रो क्राउड गार्नर गर्नुभयो अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ सेकेन्ड एडिसनदेखि चाहिँ वी पार्टनर्ड विथ आवर ब्रदर मोनिश लामा of Decibel events.
Ubani flatmate.
Ubani flatmate. In fact, Decibel started from our own flat. So Calcutta ma हामी बस्दा सँगै बस्थ्यौँ क्या हामी अनि दाले फेस्टिभल मतलब Decibel events start गर्नुभएको थियो so that's how we know each other अन्त त्यसपछि चाहिँ and Pinetree board let's partner with him because he's already established and he's gonna
Monish that actually was with the DJ Onyx. Okay, he used to want to DJ. So he had a DJ set. And so we used to I used to bunk college and be home and there usko laptop पर जोडेर अन्त त्यहाँ चाहिँ RHCP र हाउस म्युजिक मिक्स गर्दै त्यो के रक एन्ड हाउस मिक्स गर्दै बस्थ्यो अन्त मनिष तलाई मैले भने नि द पार्टी थ्रो गरौँ न हामी रेभ पार्टी गरौँ होइन यु बी द डिजे I'll sell रेभ this stuff होइन अन्त त्यहाँ त्यसो गर्दा मनिष त start throwing parties क्या त्यहाँ त्यतिकै डेसिबल हुन थाल्यो अन्त त्यो पछि आफ्टर कलेज हामी घर आएको थियो अन्त घरमा आउँदाखेरि we didn't have much to do so I feel like every doable thing should be fun that's how we end up doing it so we used to just hang around in our hometown Kurseong. Let's have a music festival here since we played festivals let's try to bring that here
But, executing any idea is very scary.
Yeah.
Especially in the time, I think the first edition happened in 2016.
Yeah.
And back in the day, no one, like you said, no gara bhanne, there are lots of people.
झगडा हुन्छ भाइ हो अन्त राउडी हुन्छ सबै हैन
You can imagine if you are having a headliner like because the crowd that it's gonna pull. I mean, like, how did you manage the logistics? What was the idea first? But you to sochnu bha ki we'll do this event.
Yeah.
But I don't want to know about the event because that's great. We already know that. What I want to know is the chaos which is behind.
The chaos we're going. First was like let's do the festival, right? There were things, words started coming in like our brothers, everybody, people, our friends and acquaintances were like, नगरो भाइ झगडा हुन्छ यहाँ त झगडै मात्रै हुन्छ होइन अन्त I used to explain them like रक कन्सर्ट हो राउडी हुन्छ होइन अलिअलि राउडी क्राउड हुन्छ हाम्रो त्यही हो त्यहाँबाट नेक्स्ट वाज लाइक लेट्स स्टार्ट बुकिङ आर्टिस्ट होइन त्यहाँबाट मलाई यहाँ बेसी भयो क्या त्यस्तो भन्नेहरू देन आई वेन्ट टु दिल्ली टु माई सिस्टर्स प्लेस अन्त बसेर आई स्टार्ट मेकिङ कल्स थियो अन्त कालिम्पोङको साथी आई थिङ्क डुडल्स भन्ने ब्यान्ड थियो कि अन्त त्यो ब्यान्डलाई चाहिँ मैले फर्स्ट फोन गरेँ होइन ब्रो हामी म्युजिक फेस्टिभल गर्दैछु आउँछौ बजाउँछौ भन्यो नि तपाईँले वी क्यान पे यु नथिङ राइट नाउ हो वी क्यान प्रमिस यु पेमेन्ट बट योर ट्राभल एन्ड योर फुडिङ लजिङ विल बी सर्टेड बजाउँछ भने बजाउँछु ब्रो अरे त्यसो भए फोटो पठाऊ भन्नु भन्थ्यो क्या अन्त फोटो पठायो वाट्सएपमा फोटो पठाएर त्यहाँबाट मैले फोटो सतीश छ हाम्रो अझै एकजना होइन हि इज अल्सो फाउन्डिङ मेम्बर अन्त हि डज अल द डिजाइनिङ एन्ड स्टफ सो सतीशलाई पठाएर त्यहाँबाट सतीश यिनीहरू बजाउँछ एउटा अनाउन्समेन्ट पोस्टर बनाउन सो हि स्टार्टेड सेन्डिङ इन अन्त क्रिएट अ पेज ल सतीश अन्त सतीश स्टार्टेड अपलोडिङ आर्टिस्ट लाइनअप होइन हुँदै गयो लोकल हाम्रो साथीहरू आउँदै गयो एभ्रीबडी स्टार्ट आई थिङ्क वी गट लाइक 4-5 ब्यान्ड्स टु कम इन त्यहाँबाट हेडलाइनहरू चाहिँ को ल्याउने त्यहाँबाट त्यति बेला चाहिँ रिटर्न टु Kurseong त्यहाँबाट Bipul we used to sing Bipul Chettri song क्या पुरा देउसीतिर अब राम साइली एभ्रिथिङ होइन सबै अब गीत गाउँथ्यो हामी देउसीतिर पुरा होइन अन्त Bipul दालाई बोलाउँ न भने अन्त so how do we reach we don't have his number अनि त्यो पनि छैन हो त्यहाँबाट इन्स्टाग्राममा मेसेज गरिदेऊ न मलाई होइन उमलले साथी छ अझै गर्दैन ल म गरिदिन्छु होइन लेट्स सी इफ इट्स ब्याक सो मैले अन्त इन्स्टाग्राममा मैले मेरोबाट हालिदिएँ दा हामी यहाँ फेस्टिभल गर्दैछौँ आउनुहुन्छ बजाउनु हाउ डु वी गेट इन टच आयो रिप्लाई आयो हो एभ्रीबडी रिप्लाई गर्दै अब हामी खुसी भयो क्या एज इफ लाइक अनबोर्ड अब आयो अब बजाउनु हुन्छ जस्तो भयो होइन त्यहाँबाट त्यो टेक्स्टहरू गरेर त्यहाँबाट फोन नम्बरहरू आयो वी स्टार्टेड टकिङ अन्त त्यहाँबाट त्यति बेला अब उनीहरूको त्यो कोट गरे हामीलाई इट वाज लाइक द्याट्स ह्युज अब हाउ डु वी म्यानेज होइन अन्त सो वी ऱ्यान्डम हिसाबमा चाहिँ अब स्टेजको यति लाग्छ साउन्ड लाइट्सको यति लाग्छ मिनिमल होइन अन्त Bipul दाको यति छ भन्ने खालको क्या अब त्यो द्याट वाज प्रिटी chaotic नै क्या अब त्यति बेला हाउ डु यु म्यानेज सो वी पुट इन सम मनी हाम्रो साइडबाट आफ्नो अलिअलि हामी कति 7 जना थिए
6 जना थियो त्यसला
आकाश पनि थियो होइन
आकाश थिएन त्यसला
आकाश थिएन ए आकाश थिएन आकाशले स्टल खोलिरहेको छ सो त्यसरी पैसा हालेर वी मेड सम अमाउन्ट क्या यसले चाहिँ कभर हुन्छ होला त्यहाँबाट रेस्ट चाहिँ वी वर डिपेन्डेन्ट अन द अडियन्सको त्यो जति टिकट काट्यो भने
त्यही हो मेजर त
नभए चाहिँ अब साह्रो पर्छ अब वी नेभर न्यू वाट्स द टर्न आउट गर्न बी लाइक अब कति मान्छे आउँछ जस्तो थाहा छैन
For the first time happening when you were doing it for the first time, on the logistics behind it, getting the stage ready, getting the people security there, then designing this that. How did you manage all of that? Because it's a very hectic process.
Yeah, I think हामी त्यति बेला चाहिँ तर हाम्रो साथीहरू धेरै छ क्या अब अहिलेसम्म आइ एम थ्याङ्कफुल फर दोज सोल्स उनीहरू त्यसै फ्रीमा आएर उनीहरू भलिन्टियर गर्नुभयो क्या सो उहाँहरूले चाहिँ त्यही कारण चाहिँ हाम्रो त्यो बाहिर जति पनि म्यानेजमेन्ट थियो उनीहरूले हेरिदिनु भयो साथीहरूले नै हाम्रो साथीहरू अझै पनि हाम्रो क्रुहरू हो अनि त्यसपछि अब मेन त फाइनेन्सेस हो होइन फाइनेन्सेस स्टेजमा लाग्छ साउन्डमा लाग्छ लाइट्समा लाग्छ हामीले जति सक्दो हामीले एन्ड प्लस प्रोभाइड चाहिँ एकदमै स्टेट अफ दि आर्ट खालके नै गर्नु खोज्दै थियौँ होइन अनि त्यो गर्दाखेरि त्यसपछि लाइक इज सेड हामीले एउटा क्यापिटल मात्रै हालेको थियौँ नि त अनि हामीलाई चाहिँ धेरै स्केप्टिकल थियौँ क्या कभर गर्नु सक्छौँ अर लाइक सुड बी पुट इन मोर भन्ने खालको क्वेसन्स चाहिँ एन्टायर फेस्टिभलको स्टार्ट हुनु अगाडिदेखि लिडअपदेखि एन्डसम्म चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ फेस्टिभल चाहिँ कसले पनि इन्जोय गरेन हामी अर्गनाइजर्सले चाहिँ होइन लिडअपदेखि नै पुग्छ के भन्दै चाहिँ सक्यो अचानक Bipul दाको लास्ट गीत सकिदिएको नि पुग्छ कि भन्दा भयो क्या अब हुन्छ नि बट थ्याङ्कफुली त्यो लास्टमा सबै मिल्दो रहेछ हौ त त्यति बेला हामीले अरू अप्सन्स पनि सोचिसकेको थियौँ सो वाट आर वी गोना डु पुगेन भने होइन लास्टमा त त्यही हो नि त फाइनेन्सेस हो एट द एन्ड अफ द डे यु विल ह्याभ टु पे द आर्टिस्ट यु विल ह्याभ टु पे द लेन्डर्स मतलब यो साउन्ड भेन्डर्सहरू अन्त त्यो बट अल थ्याङ्क्स टु दि अदर आर्टिस्ट्स हु प्लेड फर फ्री है बाई द वे सबैजना इफ होप टाइज त्यति बेला एउटा सुकनाको ब्यान्ड हाम्रो भाइ आकाश भाइहरूको ब्यान्ड त्यसपछि डुडल्स फ्रम कालिम्पोङ त्यसपछि कर्पुलेन्ट डिफर्मिटी फ्रम Kurseong रिफ्राफ अन्त हामी पनि बजायो जिन्जरफिट पनि बजायो all of us played for free we just provided food and accommodation that's it and उनीहरू पनि ओभरै कोअपरेटिभ थियो so that is how they helped us out that is how they contributed to the festival Pinetree को लागि and उहाँहरूले नै because of that became much more easier for us to continue with the festival हुन्छ नि नभए चाहिँ had we paid every artist त्यो फर्स्टमा I don't think we would have done another edition. I'm not the capacity.
Every lead up to the festival is chaotic.
Yeah,
so right now also we are in utter chaos right now to figuring out what to do and who to get and how to go about things. Let's say after that happened, I think then Monishna came in, right?
Yeah, second edition.
Then Decibel started helping us out with the festival, and then we moved the venue. We had a better stage and sound lights. Through him, we got like sponsorships. And that, I think every lead up to that is like very chaotic. No, I wanted to figure out, like, we've almost exhausted our roster, artist roster. There's Nepali people पुरा छ होइन हाम्रो यता. So प्रायः जस्तो नेपालको ब्यान्ड हामी ल्याउँछौँ होइन. Mainland इन्डियाकोले त्यस्तो अहिले आर्टिस्ट and plus they are like super expensive to get also.
So, about the first edition happened, everything, and finally the event is over. The 2016 Pinetree is done.
Yeah.
So, what was that feeling like? At that moment, did you think that, okay, now this is something great we have created, we're going to do it next year? Or was there a sense of doubt?
Doubt चाहिँ थिएन. Like I said, no?
We felt the blues rather.
सबैजना
It's over भन्ने भयो. As if we were the audience. Oh shit, सबके radio मजा आयो भन्ने क्या.
Like I said, everybody contributed their bit to the festival. First edition मा हामी त्यही pay out गर्न सकेको थिएनौँ. But at least we provided food and accommodation to every other artist. And yes, we paid Bipul दाको चाहिँ payment हामी गर्नुपर्ने थियो. Of course, because they are a big band. And उहाँहरूले पनि एकदमै हामीलाई affordable बनाइदिनु भयो. And it was a breeze to work with them. So त्यसपछि त्यो सबै सकेपछि जब हामी सबै क्लियर गऱ्यौँ नि फाइनेन्सेस, त्यति बेला चाहिँ हाम्रो टाउकोबाट चाहिँ धेरै भारी हटेको जस्तो भयो क्या. एन्ड वी वर लाइक यस we've done this होइन, लेट्स डु इट अगेन होइन. अन्त तर नेक्स्ट इमिडिएट इयर चाहिँ गर्नु सकेन बिकज अगेन कतिवटा प्रब्लम्सहरू आयो.
No, to 2017.
17, no.
17,
17 was,
because
yes,
there was
Andolan.
political turmoil going on.
त्यही प्रब्लमहरू आयो क्या.
Yes. So we had to skip the very next year. Okay? There were, I think 2018 when we tried out, it had almost died out also. Okay? And I was like, should we do it? Yeah, but Jose, Satish was like, I think we should do it. We should do it, okay? Satish.
But I think, even the first edition itself created a great community.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it did.
Because without the support of that community, like whatever you've mentioned till now, I don't think so it would have been possible. And I think because of that community that you created and people actually felt for, Pinetree. Then, so because of that also maybe you had the courage to do it again. Because if maybe तपाईँहरूले त्यो खालको support नपाएको भए demoralized पनि हुन्थ्यो होला.
I think back in the day, I think whoever attended, we knew everybody. So it was pretty much the local town kids and close by Darjeeling, Zana. So slowly it started to grow and
You started in 2016. Now it's almost a decade. Next year you complete.
Year-wise, Year-wise. This would have been a seven one, yeah.
So it's a huge accomplishment over the years. How do you think, the event, the Pinetree Festival has grown over the years, and how do you think that तपाईँहरू कसरी त्योसँग grow गर्नुभयो?
Oh, I mean, every year we try to, outdo the other previous edition. हुन्छ नि, because we want to keep up with the trend. अहिले के चलिरहेछ उनीहरूलाई त्यो स्टेट त्यो लेभलमा चाहिँ हामी पनि पुग्नुपर्छ भन्ने खालको चाहिँ त्यो एउटा थट प्रोसेस छ हाम्रो. And we want to provide a quality festival को experience क्या हुन्छ नि. And all thanks to our patrons, हाम्रो जो attendees हुनुहुन्छ. Every year हाम्रो around 200 to 300 चाहिँ regularsहरू छ.
Regular.
हजुर उहाँहरू every festival आउनुहुन्छ. Every festival, come rain or shine, उहाँहरू जहिले पनि हुनुहुन्छ. Especially यहाँ Kurseong, Siliguri, Darjeeling, and they are spread across क्या हुन्छ all over. So उहाँहरूको लागि पनि हामीले एउटा नयाँ एक्सपिरियन्स त हामीले क्रिएट गर्नै पर्छ क्या. And I think so far we've managed to do that होइन. So every year केही न केही चाहिँ गर्नै पर्छ भन्ने खालको सोचाइ लिएर चाहिँ कसरी अथवा आर्टिस्ट नयाँ ल्याएर हुन्छ कि or प्रोडक्सनमा केही we'll have to up the ante भन्ने हुन्छ हो. So त्यही गर्दै चाहिँ I think so far अहिलेसम्म चाहिँ हामीले गरिरहेकै छौँ क्या हुन्छ नि. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yes.
Like from organizer's perspective, which was the most difficult time, or which was the most difficult year? Not the first one, of course.
Right, run this one. Okay.
This one.
This year, yeah. This year we got hit by the nature's. Yeah. होइन त्यो वेदरले पनि साथ दिएन योपालि we had everything booked and everything set. So I think a couple of days before I think what was it 11th and 12th Asti?
11th and 12th.
11th 12th of last month, last month
October.
Yeah, so of a week before that also we had gone to the venue and we were like everything was set and done. Artists were booked. Oh, and unfortunately on the fourth night everybody knows about it. So we decided with our very heavy hearts, we had to say that let's not do it. For the sake of the race, for the sake of the people who suffered, going to that decision, making that decision was very tough for us this time. And I think we lost out on all the artists that we had booked also. Two major headliners. Uglies or Kumasaro. Uglies are actually Australia based now, Nepal.
Okay.
So they'll be returning home. So we booked them. And the Kumar Sagar is also very busy with his tour and stuff. So we're trying to figure out new artists which we cannot, because most Nepal artists have done already.
Yeah.
So something new, but it's like, and plus like this Pinetree Festival used to be like a get-together party for everybody who's come from cities. So it's like a massive Tiwar party. Just
Time.
So प्रायः जस्तो अब हाम्रै कजिन्सहरू सबैजना अब त्यो जो मान्छेहरू बाहिर काम गर्नुहुन्छ होइन हाम्रो साथीभाइहरू त्यति बेला घर आइपुग्दाखेरि चाहिँ they come down to the festival and enjoy that. So it is that sort of a party. So Yopali was like very bad, and then we're still trying to figure out how to go about it. Should we do it in December or should we cancel it this year? Cancel it because like we don't have the artists. We don't have a proper lineup set.
Can we still be hopeful? Is there a...
Yeah, probably we'll do it. तर हामी गऱ्यो भने पनि उयो छ है 2 days चाहिँ गर्दैन गऱ्यो भने
or we've decided to do a single day event, single concert.
हामी चाहिँ त्यसमा डिलेमामा छौँ क्या उले भनेको जस्तो should we do it or should we skip this year भन्ने खालको हुँदा चाहिँ एउटा अर्को नयाँ एंगल लाग्छ. So
right now is the toughest time for us.
We can do a single day festival भन्ने भइरहेको छ अहिले चाहिँ still त्यो concrete decision but once we get an artist त्यसपछि मात्रै हामीले त्यसमा केही कमेन्ट गर्न सक्छौँ.
यो त अब हाम्रो logistics को event.
Maybe suggest us somebody if you can you'd like to see.
I mean like we'll talk about it.
You do consulting, right? So consult us.
I'll think about it.
Free consulting.
Yes, definitely. I think we should sit and think. But event ko barema, the logistics, everything. But one major aspect right now is social media. Right?
Oh yes, big time.
Social media marketing has become such a main thing now. I mean, without that, you cannot get the hype, vibe, anything. So, when I was going through the page, I could just see that back when you guys started 2016 ma, तपाईहरुले एउटा Pinetree Festival को एउटा जस्तो
black card
जस्तो बनाएर सबैलाई अब एउटा हैन क्लिक गर्नुको लागि त्यो which was quite trendy back then. And in some way त्यो reels मा अहिले फेरि आउँदैछ. You kind of like ट्रेन्ड पनि फेरि पुरानो ट्रेन्ड फेरि नयाँ हुँदै आउँछ नि लुगाको पनि त्यस्तै हो. So kind of that is also coming back again, but the real formatहरूमा. But then I saw gradually 18, then 19 suddenly, the designs and everything changed. Starting ko tapahरुको green theme थियो.
Yes.
And then gradually I think 18 ki कहिले I saw the Starry Nights हल्का theme त्यस्तो थियो. Then gradually it became a little more
peppy.
Yeah, a little more peppy, colorful with all the Bacardi presents and all of that. So how did you go in social media say? Because it's one tough nut to crack, right? And at this point, of course, but for us as audience also, when we see your posters right now, it's very, very catchy, very like attention grab. So how how did you learn over the years कि तपाईको कोही social media team छ कि आफै तपाईले गर्ने बिर्छ?
So the credit goes to Satish.
Satish
He's
Gurung
a
and
creative head. हो अन्त उसले नै ओभरसी गर्छ इनफ्याक्ट उसले नै सबै डिजाइन गर्छ क्या अन्त सो उसले एन्ड इज क्रिटिकल अबाउट पोस्टर्स एकदमै पर्टिकुलर छ क्या
He does his research actually. He's a big fan of music here. So this is actually his brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a
My
cousin.
Salo. I married his sister. So yeah. So he is a big fan of music festivals and fan of music, basically. And he's also our band member, also
Currently,
Gingerfeet.
yeah,
So,
he's
the
managing our
manager.
band. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, he's the photographer. He does our light engineering stuff. Sabai layers. Okay.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, so he's the guy who is basically what you're saying is all Satish Gurung
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
क्रिएटिभमा चाहिँ उसले नै हेर्छ सबै
Because आजको डेटमा creatives catchy छैन भने it doesn't create the hype.
Yeah.
हो and एउटा brand identity create गर्नु कति important हुन्छ. When now that you see all the posters of Pinetree and everything, it has a brand
eye-catching
identity.
sound.
I mean, अब टाढैबाट त्यो पोस्टर देख्यो भने पनि you'll understand that this is a Pinetree poster. हो.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to ask how. So from here, what next? Like you said that you want to
yeah
consumer experience needs to be great. Right?
Yeah.
The people who come to your festival has to be great. But every year, artists naya बोलाउनुहुन्छ. But how do you think that okay, यो वर्ष because and after a certain point, the artist you will maybe have to repeat.
or maybe you will have your
त्यति बेसी artist छैन, right? Because कसैको date available हुँदैन, कसैको अब like you said, कतिवटा problemsहरू हुन्छ. So what next have you thought for Pinetree?
The next one was on the 10th anniversary. We have a grand plan for 10th anniversary. We want to have all the headliners.
Oh,
So we had Mukti Dai, Albatross, Sabin Rai, Jojo Limgare. So we want to get everybody to edition. So
I'll make sure this part.
yeah, the 10th one is going to be.
Let's out to a reel and say that you heard it here first.
Yeah.
That 10th anniversary.
Who all of it? I was 97 or 80.
Huge fan again.
Yeah.
Albatross, huge fan.
Yeah. Even like bands
Gaule
like
by
Gaule by,
Gaule by,
Transfect,
Trans Effect, Street
Street
Stories,
Stories.
Taba Chaka.
We are trying to get most of them for this 10th edition. Let's see what works out.
Have you ever thought that your platform that you created has given so many artists that stage who later on, went and became even bigger after playing in Pinetree, then they got to play in other places.
It's a vice versa actually. Even the music gave us the festival too.
Correct. Yeah.
So we built the stage, they came and played, and of course, it's
I
vice
mean, we
versa.
can't
for us.
just claim that I'm the stage बजाएर चाहिँ डरलाग्दो one. No, we cannot.
Yes. It's because of them that we are.
उनीहरूको म्युजिकले नै पाइन्ट्री फेस्टिभल अहिले यतिको भइरहेको छ अन्त हाम्रो नेक्स्ट इमिडिएट माइलस्टोन चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ we want 2 stages to be there at the festival. So we've been trying to do that since forever. So probably 8th or 9th edition, even before the 10th, हामीले त्यो 2टा स्टेज चाहिँ राख्न सक्छौँ होला भन्ने आशामै छौँ हामी.
So अहिले चाहिँ what is stopping? What's the major problem?
Logistics again.
Logistics.
Yes.
How?
See, creating and मतलब creating a different experience again त्यसमा आउँदैछ हैन. We've been to festivals where there are multiple stages. In fact, all the festivals अहिले त हैन. So we want something similar to happen in our region. अन्त we tried it once तर त्यस्तो मतलब हामीले त्यसलाई राम्ररी एक्जिक्युट गर्न सकेनौँ. सो अब चाहिँ फेरि किनभने एउटा मेन स्टेज बिग स्टेज भयो अर्को चाहिँ ठिकैको अलिकति सानो स्टेज तर साइमल्टेनियसली म्युजिक गर्नुलाई क्या. सो फर्स्ट एन्ड फरमोस्ट द लजिस्टिक्स हो बिकज कस्ट बढिहाल्यो त्यसमा धेरै कस्ट पर्छ. त अर्को चाहिँ हाउ डु वी म्यानेज क्रू वाइज साउन्ड वाइज होइन अन्त हामीले भेन्यू पनि त्यस्तो नै हेर्नुपर्छ सो द्याट द साउन्ड डजन्ट इन्टरफियर हुन्छ नि. सो त्यसमा चाहिँ हामी अझै काम गर्दैछौँ. सो वन्स वी क्र्याक द कोड हामी गर्छौँ.
Which is that one festival you look up to a lot as an inspiration for Pinetree?
Oh, many
There are many
festivals.
many. A few? Name a few.
Zero. NH7 weekend used to be one really good festival.
We played and attended also. So we wanted to get that experience, like how it's done and backstage was like the experience for we try to include local bands also in our show. So the locals get like a good sound check, good equipments, good backline, good drum kit. It's already backstage, but they're provided with their amenities and stuff. So there are lots of festivals. Me and Satish, we watch a lot of documentaries also on music. So there's this one called No Cameras Allowed. Marcus Haney, solo guy, plans to go into music, sneak into music festivals and he does a film and then he gives it out to Mumford and Sons, the band like this. Okay. They see the clip and they take him on tour. Okay. So that was, I saw a lot of Bhairav Festival through him also. Bonnaroo, Austin City Limits, Glastonbury Download Festival, on the local small scale, we want to do that.
Locally चाहिँ हाम्रो एक्सपिरियन्स चाहिँ NH7 थियो सबभन्दा दामी फेस्टिभल हामी पहिला अटेन्ड गरेको अथवा बजाएको पनि त्यसपछि हुन्छ जिरो ओरेन्ज
The Shillong one is crazy, man. त्यो जोवाईमा हुन्छ नि उयो NH7 last जोवाईमा
Oh yeah,
NH7.
त्यो
the
crazy
camp,
थियो.
the tents were like so many. It was like a town.
Oh, I
Big, like 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers stretch of tents.
What is allowing them to do that, and what is stopping us from getting that thing here? Apart from logistics, I mean, finance and logistics. That's there. Finance, science, that's a must. But
Artists,
apart from that,
होइन कन्ज्युमरिजम पनि हो खास त के किनभने हाम्रो जुन चाहिँ यता अडियन्स छ मोस्टली एक्सपेरिमेन्ट गर्नुलाई चाहिँ अलिकति साह्रो छ मतलब हामीले वी ट्राइड एक्सपेरिमेन्टिङ विथ ताबा चाका एकपल्ट है ताबा चाका वाज अप एन्ड कमिङ त्यति बेला होइन अप एन्ड कमिङ भन्दा पनि निकै त्यति बेला उयो भइसक्यो एस्टाब्लिस भइसकेको थियो बट देन पिपल वाज स्टिल हेजिटेन्ट who is this artist अन्त हुन्छ र भन्ने खालके बट देन यहाँ आएर बजायो तापसाका crazy set, amazing set.
Oil of the Journey has become viral.
Big star. So
also, like, most in concerts I've seen say people turn up at 1 o'clock. Given when gates open at what?
Yeah.
People are there for the first band,
Yeah.
So unlike here, people show up late. And
I mean, no offense to the attendees.
Yeah.
But I think if you really want to experience the festival, it's better if you come early. And festival ko main उद्देश्य नै के हो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ a music festival like ours is to discover new artists.
Yes.
हुन्छ नि अन्त हामी अगाडि लोकल ब्यान्ड्सहरु पनि हुन्छ अरु नसुनेको आर्टिस्टहरु पनि हुन्छ जुन चाहिँ यहाँनिर अनि फर्स्ट टाइम हामी ट्रान्सइफेक्ट एक्जाम्पल एउटा ट्रान्सइफेक्ट र स्ट्रिट स्टोरीज भन्ने नागाल्यान्डबाट हाम्रो साथीहरु एकदमै दामी ब्यान्डहरु अन्त उहाँहरु आउँदाखेरि धेरै मान्छेलाई थाहा थिएन उनीहरुको म्युजिक बट व्हेन दे केम हियर उनीहरुले यस्तो दामी परफर्म गर्नुभयो ट्रान्सइफेक्ट त फेरि सेकेन्ड अर्को एडिसनमा हामीले पब्लिक डिमान्डमा बोलाउनु पर्यो क्या
ओके
अन्त त्यस्तो दामी गरेको सो अ लट अफ पिपल एक्सपिरियन्स न्यू म्युजिक एन्ड डिस्कभर्ड अ न्यू आर्टिस्ट हुन्छ नि So I urge all the attendees to come early to the festival. When our festival gates opens at 2 and be there at least by 3. So you will catch the first band as well. You may like it, you may not like them. It's up to you. But at least the whole festival experience,
because there's like stalls. They're like local entrepreneurs and who are into food business or merchandising and stuff. You can shop. You can window shop, you can eat. There's this cafe culture going on. So, good food, curate. So, you can come eat, sit on the grass, or look around.
But, Papa Scorsese, like, have you ever thought about this? Because the people who want to, who are accepting new music and who want to, listen to new artists, wow, Rufiri, Zero, Meghalaya travel Gorsa.
Yes.
But that we don't have that.
They
here.
travel all the way there to attend those festivals. how did they manage to create that, hub? And how are we not able to do it here? Is there something? I mean, I don't know about it.
Oh, I've seen Zero also. You played Zero. He played Zero with his other band. I think the attendees are mostly like very touristy people also.
त्यो मेन चाहिँ क्या अब नयाँ ठाउँ हो so people would want to go to a new place and experience the music festival नि त अन्त यस्ता चाहिँ हाम्रै ठाउँ हो भन्ने त्यो एउटा
Ours are mostly locals, with the attendees also. So which is great in a way. So they have that touristy sort of travelers from India go in there. I remember it's a local,
local,
but we
local
would
crowd.
want to have them over also.
Yeah.
But like the lineup that can't really compare.
तर हैन आउनु थालेको छ अहिले क्या नर्थ इस्टबाट
Oh yeah, we have Bhutanese people, Nepal kids traveling over North East.
लास्ट इयर कता असम कहाँबाट आएको थियो एक ग्रुप केटाहरू हेर्न आएको थियो.
Do you think if we market the festival, because what I've seen is just the NH7 Weekender, Zero, their marketing is very different, right?
Yeah.
Right? Wow, the marketing is very different, very, it's national level. Something like Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
I mean, but we still see the ads for Lollapalooza and everything. And we are here, but we still see Zero Fest go ad, the NH7 Weekenders. Do you think that a certain amount of responsibility is also because of the marketing, the way they market their...
See, marketing is one. Definitely, marketing plays a huge role. But more than that, I think it's the curation of artists. I mean, I live mostly Nepali-centric music festival by Raksawani. So, and it's good in a way. I mean, we want to introduce
the diversity.
Because or else you won't get to see them perform live or a festival setup ma. At the same time, हामी चाहिँ फेरि अब चाहिँ नयाँ लाइक उसले भनेको जस्तो मेनल्यान्ड इन्डियाबाट चाहिँ नयाँ आर्टिस्टहरू पनि इन्ट्रोड्युस गर्नु ट्राई गर्दैछौँ. सो त्यो गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ आई थिङ्क वी विल बी एबल टु गेट मोर क्राउड कमिङ इन फ्रम एल्सवेयर क्या हुन्छ नि. अन्त त्यो गऱ्यो भने एउटा सर्ट अफ कल्चर एक्सचेन्ज पनि हुन्छ होइन. बाहिरको मान्छेले हाम्रो म्युजिक नेपाली म्युजिक पनि सुन्छ. अन्त हाम्रोहरूले पनि हामी नेपालीहरू यताको अटेन्डिजहरूले पनि इन्डियाको अथवा मेबी लेट्स जस्ट से एउटा स्पेकुलेट गर्नु पाइन्छ बाहिरको होइन. वेस्टर्न म्युजिक पनि सुन्नु पाइन्छ होइन. वेस्टर्न आर्टिस्ट होपफुली विल बी एबल टु होस्ट देम वान.
So would it be fair to say that Pinetree Festival will kind of take that detour now?
Yes, of course.
Where you bring artists from outside as well, then try to create that festival environment.
True. We've already started experimenting, like I said, with Taba Chaka, Trans Effect, at least Northeast ko cha aunu thalyo है. अब हामीले चाहिँ मेनल्यान्डबाट पनि ट्राई गर्नु पर्छ. We tried connecting with When Chai Met Toast होइन एकपल्ट.
Yeah, they were up for it also.
Yeah, they were up for it, but things didn't work out भनौँ न. अन्त let's not get into the details of it. तर अब त्यही. So त्यसरी नै हामीले ट्राई चाहिँ गर्दैछौँ. We are reaching out to bands like...
I think like the growth needs to be such key where, if you do everything at once, then the growth, stops at that.
Yeah.
So we want to go like slowly.
Over the years. Yeah, because Zero, NH7, they didn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
They a lot of time. Also, I feel because the tourism sector helps them a lot. Yep.
Yeah, of course.
There's a dedicated, like if you see Cherry Blossom right now, it's being sponsored by Meghalaya Tourism.
Zero,
it's sponsored by
Arunachal Tourism.
Arunachal Tourism, right? So these things also help a lot.
Yeah.
But yes, I really hope, since it's a homegrown festival, I really hope that over the years, the tourism here supports your festival, and then because it would be great, because it's not like the place is not touristy. Right?
Yeah. It's crazy touristy.
Kurseong, a lot of people come to visit. So I really hope that you get substantial support from the tourism department, because if they do, then I think things will start rolling even more. And I hope this reel that I'll cut out reaches to them, and then they start
I just hope so.
helping Pinetree grow even more. So like before we move towards the end, I really want to ask one question. Have you thought about going international? getting international artists. And
Oh,
Yes, of
yes,
course.
definitely, yes.
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 We've been tracking artists who are touring around Southeast Asia also. Yeah. There are, to get them is the plan for later.
Yeah. Any, like, will you stick to bands per se, or would you, like, think about some artists, like single artists? And
Of course, we are very open to all sorts of music and genres.
As long as they
So,
perform live,
yeah,
it's fine with us.
So, okay, so I think that two to three very hopeful things for Pinetree.
Oh, yeah.
And
Pinetree's always been a gift to Kurseong from our side. Yeah, it's our sort of a gift to Kurseong.
did you ever, like, feel the kind of that warmth or from, like, the community बाट एउटा हुन्छ नि?
एकदमै नि
So, कस्तो तपाईँले feel गर्नुभयो after so many years of hosting Pinetree? What was the response of the people of the community there? अब त्यहीँको ठाउँको मान्छेहरूलाई कस्तो लाग्दो रहेछ? Does it boost, give them business? किन जुन एरियामा तपाईँले गर्नुहुँदैछ, of course उहाँहरूको business त uplift हुन्छ. So any kind of that experience that
Of course, yes. I do this ritual that I have during when Pinetree Festival's going on, big time, last band before going up, I just go and peek to the crowd. That I'm what together. Wow, we've gotten so many people together to have fun. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's at their peak vibe, and त्यो देख्दा चाहिँ म खुसी रमाउँछु होइन हेरेर त्यहाँबाट तल आउँछु, then again get back to work. त्यस्तो हुन्छ. On the two, even Rohini people were very thankful and cool. उनीहरू पनि support गर्छ. And of course, concert revenues are sort of growing.
yes.
The Rohini, they are very cooperative. त्यहाँ मान्छेहरू अन्त उहाँहरूको पनि बिजनेस राम्रो हुन्छ आई बिलिभ होइन. आई एम प्रिटी स्योर त्यो त हो. अन्त त्यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ सँगै ग्रोथ पनि हुँदैछ क्या, नट जस्ट पाइन्ट्री फेस्टिभल बट अल्सो रोहिणी एज अ डेस्टिनेसन क्या हुन्छ नि अहिले. सो द्याट्स वाइ उहाँ त्यहाँनिर जो दाजुहरू हुनुहुन्छ, दे वर्क ह्यान्ड इन ह्यान्ड विथ अस. उहाँहरूले नै इन्फ्याक्ट खानाहरू जुन चाहिँ हाम्रो स्टाफको आर्टिस्टको सबै खानाहरू पनि एउटा सानो इक्जाम्पल उहाँहरूले नै गरिदिनुहुन्छ. उहाँहरूले दे प्रिपेयर मिल्स फर अल अफ अस है. अन्त त्यसरी नै हामीले सँगसँगै अन्त उहाँले कतिवटा हामीलाई सेक्युरिटी सपोर्ट पनि दिनुहुन्छ. अन्त पार्किङको कतिवटा हुन्छ उहाँहरूले गर्नुहुन्छ. सो या आई थिङ्क वी अल सुड ग्रो टुगेदर लाइक वी हेभ बिन डुइङ. अन्त यसरी नै अब अघि चाहिँ बढ्न सकौँ है.
But that's such a right way, because तपाईँले हेर्नुहोस् zero आजको डेटमा if you say zero to any हाम्रो एजको मान्छेहरूले they know zero from the music fest. And if you ask someone about Joy in Meghalaya, people don't know about Joy.
No.
They only know it because of the festival. So I really hope that Pinetree Festival goes to a certain extent to such heights that people know Rohini from Pinetree Festival.
Our main thing was Abhishek Raj Mukha that used to say, let's bring Kurseong on the map.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
त्यो चाहिँ थियो क्या जस्तो.
So on that beautiful note, I really hope that Pinetree Festival flourishes to different heights. And I hope that we get to experience that as well. And thank you so much for giving your time, for sharing your experiences. I really hope that our listeners, whoever is listening to this podcast, gains the aspirational value from this conversation.
It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure, bro.
Yeah.
So much.
All right. Thanks,
Thank you.
bro.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you.